Always turning a 5-minute job into an hour. One more nice day, I think, in Michigan. You never know. Sometimes you hit December and you get another 60-degree day. We'll see. But today we're going to take advantage and we're going to do tune-up to Morris. One last thing to try and get them ready for winter. The other day I went to get in the car, started it, ran really rough for like the first few minutes. I got out, messed around with some stuff, couldn't find anything obvious. Hit the throttle a few times, it seemed to clear out a little bit, and then got on the road, and after about 10 minutes of driving or so, it seemed to be fine. So I don't know what's going on with that. Didn't throw any codes or anything. So we're just going to do a tune-up, be sure. A couple things I've never done to the car since I bought it. Fuel filter, spark plugs, and then also going to replace the PCV valve. So I don't know if any of those things have been done to the car in the time before I bought it, just because there was no maintenance records. So might as well do them all. I got to pull off this intake manifold anyway as part of the maintenance that has to come up, so I can access the spark plugs behind, and that's actually where the PCV valve is underneath here somewhere. So we'll find it and go ahead and just do all of that at once. And I believe the fuel filter is somewhere underneath the car over here, so we'll get that all done. Just want to show how easy it is to get to the fuel filter on this thing. There you are, my pretty. Already took the pressure out of the line by pulling the fuel relay and running the car until it died. Which coincidentally, it ran very similar to how it ran when I was trying to figure out what was going on the other day. So it makes me wonder if it was getting fuel starved. So maybe it was this filter, but we'll get it figured out. Right, those clips are off. Already got this loose. Should just be pulling these two lines off and then pulling out the filter. Yep, that's going to be an explosion. Of course, there's more fuel in the fuel filter. My clients will appreciate that tomorrow while I'm massaging their faces. All right, looks like we're done, maybe? Nope, just a little more. Should have put some gloves on. That's stupid. All right, got some gloves on. Wanted to make sure I sealed in all that nice flavorings of gas into my skin on my hands, now that I've spilled it all over them. And now it's just going down my arm. Yep.
It could be worse.
Come on, you. Come on, you. I probably just need to loosen that more. There we go. Yep. Learning from my past mistakes. Growth as a human. Oh my god, I'm not learning from that mistake. God damn it. Why is this so close to that side? Oh my god. Getting stuck on this thing. It's nowhere near being out. How much more can it hold? Just getting all over my arm. Son of a fucking bitch. How are we supposed to do this? there any more? There is more. Okay. Yeah, that was probably pretty old, I'd say. It's got a fair amount of rust and imprint on there. Ironically, it's probably more rust on this than there is on the underside of this car. Well, I have to say that I do appreciate the new filter here. Looks like they painted it, actually. That should help with... Oh, it's got end caps too. Be aware of that. This is a Duralast fuel filter FF679DL. That I did find that it seemed they changed the fuel filter after 2000. So this is a 2000. And the book they had at the store only went to 2001. So I was like, oh, it's probably the same. It's the same engine, same body style, blah, 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 blah. Nope, they changed something because that fuel filter was way different than this fella. Let's get her bigger. When in doubt, just make the hole nice and open before you go shoving anything in.
That's what she said.
There we go. That's better. Tighten that down right there. She's tight. First got her open, now she's tight. There we go. Okay, I think I can pull this thing out of the way. That's a fair amount of fuel in there. Might take a minute to prime that all up. Kit came with new clips. Oh, that's nice. That one might need to be squeezed on a little more. Oh, that should be fine. Yep, there we go. Come on, don't want to break you. Work with me. Work with me. Tight spaces. That's what I get for not taking the time to jack the car up more. It looks like that one should be fine. Nope. Of course, in the end, I will edit this to make it look like I knew exactly what I was doing and they just popped right in. So I found these guys for just kind of making life difficult trying to get these clips in, and that is a much more aggressive lock than the old ones had. So I'm just going to try and file those down a little bit just so they slip on a little easier. Always turning a 5-minute job into an hour. Gotta pick to the rescue here. There it goes. Okay. Now we take the pick. Le pick. It's right there. Come on. There it goes. All right. All right. See? So easy. Alright, that sound you hear is the radiator fluid draining. Figured might as well do that too on all of this. So as far as I understand, I just have to disconnect this. There's 8 bolts here, and then basically, and then the EGR valve and any other vacuum hoses or electrical connectors connected to that upper intake, and it should just pull right out of the way so I can access the spark plugs, and then I can also get to the PCV valve, which is redundant. All right, got that upper intake plenum off. Did have to remove the throttle body to make it work. Was able to find the PCV valve. Yep, there you can see it. It's a little tough to get to, but I read that a 5/8 deep well with an extension can get you in there and get that off. Looks like we got a lot of oil residue around those in the intake gasket, and I noticed there's a lot of oil residue within the intake itself too. So my guess is maybe we're getting some over pressurized and a lot of oil atomization.
Yes, science!
I don't know anything about that stuff. That's beyond me. So, but these gaskets also look a little bit squished and stuff, so I ordered some more of those. I'm gonna go pick those up, as well as a new PCV hose, because that's looking a little cracked and old. Yeah, cool. Replacing these gaskets. See, it's gotten dark. It's taking me a little while here, but I think we're in the home stretch. Got the new PCV in there, and the gaskets on here. Gasket kit also came with gaskets for the EGR, so we'll replace those. Got all the spark plugs gapped, replaced, sealed, all that stuff, so that should be all ready to go. And then I'll refill the antifreeze once I get everything put back together, and we'll top it off, run the car, top it off, and hopefully I'm not forgetting anything. Okay, got her all back on, got her all torqued down. Torque sequence was here, 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 here. 8, 9, 10 foot-pounds, so just kind of like finger tight on those. Everything seems to be in. I got all the harnesses and stuff hooked back up, and then I looked at the throttle body and it was looking pretty grody back there, so I actually ended up cleaning it up so that it actually looks way better than it did. So just got to get that back on, button everything else back up. And yeah. And yeah. And yeah. Well, after many hours, I believe we are all set. I really just went for a test drive. Everything seemed to go pretty well. Does feel like she might have a little bit more pick-me-up. So maybe that helped her to burn some fuel a little more efficiently. So everything's really hot. I'm just going to let everything cool down, tap that off. I noticed that I've got a O2 sensor that had the connector had fallen down and is touching the exhaust manifold. So I'm going to make sure to get that fixed up once everything's not scalding to touch. That's it for today. Just some basic, boring tune-up stuff. So hopefully you guys didn't fall asleep.